Yo, what up? It is your boy Alfreezzyy, back with another episode of Taking It Easy with Alfreezzyy. And today, I got the one and only, one person I've been waiting for to do this with, the man, Emmitt Dupree. How you doing, man?
Man, I'm grateful to be here, Alfreezzyy. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure, man. I appreciate your music. I appreciate everything you stand for.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I really just wanted to get you on here.
Thank you, but that mean the world, for real.
Yeah.
I'm trying to show you just what I'm trying to show you just what, and I'm trying to show you just what I'm all about.
You are from Phoenix. You're literally like the only person from Phoenix. Everybody else I interview is like Chandler, but like, no, you're from Phoenix.
Yeah.
And how was that growing up?
It was interesting, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was born on the west side of Phoenix, so like at first it was like a mixed bag when I was young, you know, it was blacks, whites, Latinos, you know, it was everybody. And then like the whites slid out, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was only the blacks and the Latinos, you know, so we just stuck it out then, you know, but it was interesting, like it was love, it was culture, it was a lot. Like it was dangerous too. I mean, it was a lot, but I mean, I couldn't complain at all, you know?
Yeah, especially on the west side, it's a little different.
It's interesting on the west side, man. You know, if you're just the wrong spot, you get a little trouble just cause, like, it's interesting. And it's like little games, but not really, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
but,
exactly.
You know, you can't tell them they're not, you know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, exactly.
But yeah, it's interesting upbringing, you know.
And what age did you, like, realize, oh, I want to make music?
Very young. I don't even know the age, because I was writing poetry, like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was writing spoken word, like, when I was, like, 8 or something like that. Something crazy. And I was singing in church too. Shout out my mom.
Okay.
My mom's, man, she got her voice, you know, I got that from her. So
yeah.
I try to shout out to her every single time, you know what I'm saying? But singing in church, and you know, just didn't stop from there. Developed to poetry, and then, you know, my uncle actually got me in the studio. Shout out to my uncle.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how old were you when that happened?
I was a freshman. I was a freshman in high school. Yeah. Okay. So. I don't know what age I was, but maybe 17, 16, something like that.
So that's like around the time you started making music?
Yeah, when I actually started recording. Okay. And I had a lot of ideas like written down, had choruses, I had stuff like that, but I had not recorded until.
Okay, so you had everything planned out before you even started. Okay, I get you.
I like to really like blueprint before I execute, before I can execute a lot better personally.
Yeah. When you started making music, were the people around you supportive about the music, or were there like people like doubting you?
I guess like, I always feel like there's 3 ways to respond, like neutral, negative, positive. They're more neutral than anything, like, except my uncle, shout out to him, you know what I'm saying? He was one of the first ones to be like, talented, you know what I'm saying? And try to give it a chance. But yeah, it was like a lot of neutral love around the crib. Like, if I were to go out of my way to show them something, they'll be like, oh, that's hard, boy. I won't be writing like that, you know what I'm saying? But that's because they weren't super paying attention, you know? So it would be like, whoa. But it was kind of neutral, but from the outside, man, they were giving me confirmation. I was getting confirmation.
Yeah, for sure.
That way, you know.
And then, I mean, going back all the way to Class Clown, all the way to Strings Attached now, what's the biggest improvement you made on your music, you think?
Biggest improvement? That's a good question. I think the biggest improvement I've made on my music is just being more to the point, like finding my pockets. Like back in the day, like even Class Clown, for example, I'm like, Class Clown in the back of the class, making your when you but just making ass and like everyone trying to get you a 6-pack. Like I'm just kind of just losing it. You know what I'm saying? But Strings Attached, it's more executed more intently. You know, my songs are executed more intently. The themes are more stronger. You know, I make better records.
Okay.
Rather than just displaying my talent. Like,
yeah, and how do you decide or whether you're gonna spit or you're gonna tap into the R&B lane?
Man, the feel, like the beat, like it depends on what I'm feeling. And really, like when I get beats, I like to chill with them. I like to sit with them. I call it wine testing, you know. Time, you know, get better on time. If it's gonna last at all, you know. So if I'm feeling something and I'm playing it for like 2, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, whatever, and it's feeling R&B-ish, I'll give them that. If it's feeling rap, I'll give them that. But if it's like a neutral, I try to give them everything that I am. As best I can.
Yeah, you know? For sure. And who inspired you, like either family-wise, music-wise, who inspired you to keep going?
Let me see. Frank Ocean definitely inspired me. be like way more creative than I was. Like starting to write way more like metaphoric. Like I could be talking about 3 things layer wise.
Okay.
This person who thinks this way could catch it this way. This person who thinks like this can catch it this way, and this person can catch it that way. So Frank definitely taught me just from me observing like the writing process. My uncle, shout out to him again. Shout out to my mom's too. She came around, you know what I'm saying? It took a minute, but she came around and she was always like, you got this, boy, but she was just about school. You know what I mean? So it's not like she wasn't, she was just like, I know this can work for you for sure. On a little more sure thing than this. I don't know about this. I haven't seen nobody do this over, you know, wherever you're from. So
yeah, so you know. she was more focused on the schooling for you.
Absolutely.
Education came first.
Education came first. Sir. Absolutely so.
And how can you explain your family dynamic and how they have supported you over the years?
My pops, you know, my pop's so funny, man. He's so hard to impress.
Okay.
Oh yeah, my pop's like, you know, he'll hear something be like,
no reaction,
bro.
Man,
and it's so funny. He's also the last one to come around.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like and like you know. Shout out to him and shout out his love to all my family, you know what I'm saying? Just being truthful for testimony for everybody. Maybe somebody else went through this too. But yeah, you know, it's just harder to get his attention. But like I remember him calling me like, hey, I just left he left the Circle K or something like that. And he playing the radio in the back, you know. Knew I would make a rapper out of only fucking bars heavy in gym class.
Okay.
He like, boy. I'm like, that's my son. He's like, who this? He like, you turn it up. He like, you know, the shit go off and they start playing like Emmitt Dupree. That I say my name.
Yeah.
Like, boy, that's my son. You know, so he called me, let me know about that. Okay. But there was a couple of those instances where he had to be kind of convinced, like, oh, okay,
yeah,
he could do this.
Yeah.
You know
so early on, do you think it bothered you, like that he wasn't impressed?
Absolutely, it bothered me in general. It bothered me that my sisters weren't like super. You know, hands-on. Like, my big sister, she was very, like, honest, too. Okay. So if it was whack, she was like, that's whack.
Yeah, she'll tell you straight up. Okay.
Man, she was like, I don't like that, dub. That's my nickname. But I was like, I don't like that, dub. I ain't feeling that, you know. So she was just straight up. Little sister, same thing, very straight up. And to impress her, it got to be great. Yeah. Then she might turn, like, all right. You know, she might give you the nod, you know, after that. But, you know what I'm saying? It definitely made me upset at first. But it come with the game. Like, I had to learn how to be less entitled to anyone, let alone your title that you have with me, you know. Okay. Because at the end of the day, it's just a title until we fuel these positions.
Speaking of the fact you mentioned earlier, playing on the radio, I mean, we played you a couple times, and I mean, there is a certain level of achievement, and how do you stay away from getting comfortable in that situation?
Man, just loving it.
Okay.
Because, like, honestly, when you start thinking about it being like, oh, okay, I got these deals last year. Now I want to get this many, or now I'm trying to get this much. You know, it just becomes like a rat race instead of like something you love. And when I just more fell in love with it on the daily, it's less of like, all right, now I got this achievement, I could sit down.
Okay.
So I just love it, so I still want to do it.
Yeah,
you know,
it's
I'm like,
passion.
Ooh, damn, that'd be hard. I want to write something to this, you know. So I still, you know, just love it, just fell in love with it.
This is a radio station, so we gotta touch on the Kendrick verse.
Oh man.
The big three. It's just big meat.
How did you feel when that came out?
Honestly, bro, I was happy, bro. Yeah. I was excited because, like, I am a real rap purist, bro. Like, I listen to these lyrics. I listen to what I think I'm hearing. I listen to what I think they're telling me, you know. And I try to listen on, like, a couple different dimensions if I can, you know. This might be sounding like some wild shit, but I try to really listen, like, tune in. But, yeah, like, I was excited because I thought I was hearing subs for a minute.
Yeah, for a minute.
Most of y'all throw rocks and try to hide your hand. Just say his name and I promise that you'll see Candyman.
I think I was watching the video. It was like 52 minutes long of Drake and Kendrick going back and forth for years.
For years?
For years.
It's been going on.
Yeah. But K-Dot the only one that mentioned by name.
Yep. Yeah. That's right. Because, I mean, he know what it is.
Yeah.
And I think the thing about Kendrick as well, like, he cares about the game. He knows, I feel like he knows that, like, yes, this is a diss or something, or whatever the case is, but I'm also reinvigorating the sport.
Exactly.
Because he continues to do this all the time, you know, like, he reinvigorates the sport. When everybody be like, oh, hip-hop streaming going down, or this is happening, or this is that, you know what I mean? People be saying so much stuff, but I feel like he does a great job at just bringing the sport right back.
Yeah, about the competitiveness, man. Just like when he dropped Control back then.
Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly like
Absolutely.
that. So I'm taking it. You're on K-Dot's team.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, for the most part, yeah. But I do want to hear, I want to hear the joust. I want to see it.
Yeah, me too.
You know, I want to see it really, like, and that's the thing. I'm about purpose in general in my life. So I listen to Kendrick more. Like, you know, even Cole, like, I play Cole more than Drake, you know, just because, like, it applies more to me. I can relate it to me. If I need some motivation, I can put on. I get up or something like that, you know, like, I could use these. I could, they're you know, they're real intangible things I could still use during my day, and yeah, you know, that's why.
And has that K-Dot verse and competitiveness inspired you?
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, it does. I try not to let it inspire me too much, you know, like curving what I'm doing, but
yeah,
I receive the energy. You know?
Yes, sir.
I receive the energy. It's hard, man. I love it. I love music. I love hip hop, and he just lets you. You know, he reminds you how much you love it.
Yeah, for sure. And since we are on the topic of passion, all the way from back then to now when you're making music, what has been the best part of that journey?
Best part of it? Let's see. Probably sound like a broken record. Best part was just falling in love with it. Like, once I realized I wasn't trying to do it from my ego, I wasn't trying to be like, this rapper say the hardest bar, use the craziest vocab, you know what I mean? Like, and once I made it into like just, what am I feeling? Where do I fit in on this beat? You know what I mean? And it became a lot more fun for me then. Like, I feel like that was the best part, because it was a lesson as well, like a lesson in just being present, you know, daily being present, not stuck in one moment or the future when something has not happened yet, you know. And it's taught me a lot, man. It's taught me so much spiritual lessons. So yeah, I feel like that's the biggest, like, just falling in love with it, being present with it, not being like competitive or comparing my journey.
Just enjoying the journey.
Absolutely.
Okay. And what has been that hardest learning curve during this journey?
Hardest learning curve? Yeah, okay. I got you. The hardest learning curve has been making my brand something people can monetize. Okay. Because when it comes to art, it can get real interesting, you know, about like, what's the priority here? Right. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, like when Hours Make Hours, my song, did its thing. Yeah, you know, I had some deals and stuff like that. I talked to some folks, and it was just getting interesting, you know, because they were just like, so, what's the lane? You know? I go to your Instagram, I hear all these raps. And they weren't even hearing for the bar. They weren't even like, oh, this is good. They was just like,
it's for the sound.
Can I sell this?
Okay.
You know, and that was like, I don't know if I could sell, you know, this R&B song blew up.
Yeah.
You got more of these? You know what I mean?
No,
so
that shit, when I seen you on R&B music, I was like, okay, yes, sir. I was, cause, that's what I was gonna mention. Your Instagram isn't like, it's very popping, like you very coordinated and everything like that. But I realize I feel like you pick and choose. You're just very meticulous, meticulous about everything. And absolutely. I peeked that and I was like, what? Why is it like that?
I feel like I want to make everything intentional. Okay. Like, even with the song Hours Make Hours, I think it's ironic it blew up because that's what I'm about too. Like, every second, you want to be as present as you can because every second is going towards something. Right. Like, we're doing this interview, we building a relationship, we getting content, we doing this, we doing that. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? We're doing so many positive things. What are you doing at every moment? And so I'm just intentional in my art. I want people to pay attention to detail, you know. I just kind of want to, and you can cultivate your audience, you know, a little bit through time, you know. So I want to set that type of standard. Yes, sir.
It's, how you do one thing is how you do everything.
I feel that, man. Absolutely, because everything is everything. Yeah, exactly. Ultimately, you know.
Yes, sir. And then before I hit you with the quick questions, I like to end with one thing, and that's words of motivation. Okay. Because there's always that one person out there. I mean, I was that one person that's scared to do something.
That's right.
And what's that word of motivation for that one person that's scared to do something?
That's right. Let me see. Yeah, just remember everything you do, like faith over fear. Okay. Before you do it, what am I doing? Is this because I'm scared? That's just because I got faith. And even if you do got that scared feeling, most of the times, that's where you need to go.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Everything you want is on the other side of fear. Let me leave it at that.
Oh, I like that. Everything you want is on the other side of fear. Okay. And then we're going to get to the quick hitters.
Let's get it.
I answer these as fast as you can.
Okay.
Without any thought. Let's go top 5 rapper or artists. Top 5 hip hop artists of all time.
Top 5. Kendrick Lamar.
Okay.
Black Thought.
Okay, that's different.
Who we going? I gotta put J. Cole in there.
Okay.
Who else? Ooh, I gotta let him get some more. I gotta let him get some more. Jay-Z and Nas.
You're very into the lyrical stuff.
Oh yeah.
Because the Black Thought, I was like, no one ever says that.
Man, that guy he does gymnastics, bro.
Right.
It's different.
And then the next one, I debate this in my head. "Let Me Love You" is probably my greatest R&B song of all time. So what's your favorite R&B song of all time?
Of all time, then that's great. Let me see.
I know that's tough. I debate this almost every day.
A few moments later.
So, Dan, this was great. A great question.
I know that was tough.
A great question.
A few minutes later.
I gotta go Michael Jackson, Human Nature.
How are you leaving an impact on Phoenix's music culture? Because we really don't have a huge culture out here, but I feel like, to me, I feel like you could be the leader of that wave.
Thank you, bro. That means a lot. Sure. That means a lot, first off. Just like, I want to set the example, like quality over quantity.
Okay.
You know, like you don't got to drop I get it, you know, we not as big. I get it, the name isn't as this or that at the moment.
Right.
But continue to represent quality, and then when it comes around, that's how you build something.
Yes, sir.
A lot of my songs that I dropped years ago, good thing I took them serious. I got the mix, I got the master, so on and so forth, because when people find me on that other song I dropped, or any new songs, they go back like, I got a whole catalog to listen to.
Right.
So just keep it quality no matter what level you at. Even if you're shooting low budget, you could do it right in the room. You could create one world somewhere. You know,
I like that.
Like look at Charlotte Russell. He do like visualizers.
Yeah.
You know, like you could get that done with your bread, with your, you know, what you got going. But quality over quantity, best you can.
Man, yes, sir. Man, that's been another episode of Taking It Easy with Alfreezzyy. Shout out to my man Emmitt Dupree.
Shout out Alfreezzyy.
Yes, sir, bro. I appreciate you.
Absolutely, bro.
Go get strings attached now. That's it. Appreciate you. Till next time. Man, how's it going?
No,
appreciate you, my
man. Appreciate you, bro.
Yes, sir. Nah, that was like the smoothest conversation I think I've had.
We already started to.
Yeah.
Just like shit.
Nah, I feel like I could just like I feel like I've known you for so long. Like
I feel like we just got that, bro. Cause you just remind me of so many folks from West Side, bro. I grew up with, bro, for real. Like.